Any asset that you see or hear may be subject to change. In this video, I will be demonstrating how the chandelier sound works. The chandelier is basically a background object that gets bounced around from the explosion's shockwave. It uses Unity's Rigid Body 2D class, which ties the object to Unity's physics engine. The event in Fmod has a parameter that reads from the chandelier's Rigid Body 2D's horizontal velocity. That number determines how fast the object moves and in what direction. A positive number means the object will move to the right, and likewise, a negative number means the object will move to the left. That's reflected in Fmod. The event is created in a way that the parameter acts like a pendulum. On each end of the parameter, there is a multi-instrument container that contains 18 samples of a chain played in a loop and in a random order. The multi-instrument on the right uses modulation for its pitch, while the other one on the left uses automation. The difference being that modulation is set by the parameter, while automation is set by the user based on the parameter. The reason for that is because around the time this sound was made, I was very new to Fmod. And I thought, well, hey, I could use modulation to tie the pitch to the parameter and it will solve my problems. Well, it solved the problem on the right multi-instrument, being that the pitch increased when the parameter increased, but it did not solve the problem on the left. Because, as you know, the parameter goes into a negative number, and when that happens, the pitch decreases with it. And we can't have that. So to fix that, I have the pitch automated instead, so that the pitch increases when the number decreases. I didn't change the one on the right to automation, because why fix something that isn't broken? But I digress. The volume acts the same way. It's automated to increase when it reaches either end of the parameter, but decreases to infinity when it reaches 0, the middle of the parameter, when the chandelier isn't moving. There is an additional layer that has a rusty swaying sound. This sound is played only once when the parameter reaches a certain number on each end. The rusty swaying sounds uses a multi-instrument that plays 2 sound effects with a randomized pitch at 10 semitones. So the sounds will play between -5 semitones and +5 semitones. And the layer that the rusty swaying sounds are in also have automation to have the volume increase depending on where the parameter is. And here's the event with both layers on. In the game, the event starts playing once the stage loads, and it's always playing throughout the match, only to be stopped when the scene loads out. The chain sound effects were recorded from a couple of chain links, while the rusty swaying sound was recorded from a rusty shopping cart. Thank you for listening.